Carter, are you a big Knueppel guy?
I love nipples.
Are you a big Knueppel guy?
Yeah,
How many Ks is too many Ks?
I usually like to cut it off at 3Ks for reasons I shouldn't have to speak on.
I'd cut it off before three personally. I'd cut it off at two, which is why Kon Knueppel matters to me. Crazy name. Let's just be real about it. Like if this dude becomes one of the best college basketball players, and his name is Kon Knueppel, it's going to be a very fun year. I've been super skeptical of Kon. Not anything about Kon's game, to be completely point blank about it. Like I have no grudge with Kon. I'm pretty unfamiliar with Kon's game until recently, but um, my approach with Duke's incoming class and Duke's team in general has been that I don't know how much the peripheral guys are going to get involved because there's so much talent. Like if you're not Cooper Flag or Maluak or Tyrese Proctor or Caleb Foster, like I don't know how much you're going to be involved. We have seen stud recruits get kind of swept to the side under John Shire the last couple of years. I assumed Khan might be next in line. That's not how people are perceiving this. This week, there's been a lot of Kon Knueppel buzz. Apparently, he was stellar at the Tatum Elite Camp. We talked about Fletcher Lawyer at the camp, but they put video out from Kon's performances. He looks like a knockdown shooter. He's creating space. He's beating dudes off the dribble, fadeaways, finishing through contact. Like he just looks a lot better than I thought he would be. Car, what's your first impression of Kon?
Yeah, honestly, I'm more initially impressed with like how he just physically looks. Like he's 6'7" and he looks strong, right? And he uses that 6'7" frame to get his shot off, and the shot is butter. Like the shot is really, really good. You kind of connect that shot with the frame that he has. I think he has a chance to be very special. And look, I'm always hesitant being a Michigan State fan at any CP3 highlights. Shout out to AJ Hogarth and DeMar DeRozan. With that said, like it's not just this camp. Like you look at all the Duke kind of like inside scrimmage tape that they're able to give, and Khan's making plays and Khan's knocking down shots and he's playing defense and he's locking up. And I think them being able to have this 6'7" knockdown lights out shooter off the bench is going to be a very, very good tool for the Blue Devils. And honestly, like from what I'm seeing, is there a world where like this guy is starting?
It definitely could be. What do you think at the three?
That's what I was thinking, but like that would have to obviously bump somebody.
Why? Who would you have penciled in at the three?
I
To me, it's felt like there's an opening there, right? It's like,
think it's not like Scion.
I guess to me that he's one of the guys in the mix, but you're penciling in for sure Proctor, Foster, Flag, and I think on paper Maluak, but then I mean, the Malik Brown, Mason Gillis, Sion James, and Khan are in the mix for the other spot.
Yeah, I might have said
Isaiah
Garrett.
Evans.
I might have Isaiah Evans. This I hate Duke.
They can run the platoon system, man. It's rare that we can actually do the five-man groups and it works, but Duke could run a full platoon and it could work.
Yeah, he's a lights out shooter though. That's the thing. I love watching him actually shoot the basketball. Like he has like that Clay Thompson esque like get his feet set squared up and like the jumper is just perfect and effortless at 6'7".
There's a player that recent tape reminded me most of, and I'm so afraid to say it to you because I know there are some crazy differences between these two
Um,
guys. But did it remind you of any recent college basketball players or no?
Gregory, I swear to God, if
Who's
you're gonna do, can I guess what I think you're gonna
Yeah, I
do?
guess it reminds me point blank of like the same experience of watching a guy from last year.
It's not Don't Connect, is it?
No, 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 no.
All
It's
right,
but
I thought.
I think Connect's game is actually closer to Knueppel than who I'm about to say.
Oh,
I get the same tingly feeling in my arms watching that tape that I did when I first discovered Reed Shepard last year.
oh,
And this is why. Reed Shepard's a bouncier athlete. Reed Shepard's a better passer. They're not similar player archetypes in my opinion. Reed Shepard's a point guard. That's not Kon Knueppel. But there was a moment last year where Reed Shepard went from like promising freshman, maybe multi-year guy to like holy fucking shit, he's a lottery pick. Like, and it doesn't matter what role he plays. It's just like that dude's one of the best players in the country because of how efficient he is, because of how he reads the game. That's what I see in this tape from Kon. Like if you watch the practice footage of Duke stuff, he has the ball in his hands. He's beating people off the dribble to the rim. If he doesn't beat you to the rim, he's like dishing the ball and then relocating and getting himself wide open off a relocation. And I'm not going to sit here and get ecstatic off of relocation footage, but a lot of high school kids don't have that card. Like it always felt like when you were watching Reed Shepherd, he was 3 full steps ahead of the defense. And I kind of get those vibes from watching Kon right now.
Yeah, I honestly good shot by you on like the relocation stuff because like he was doing, and this is mainly in regards to, like the 5v5 highlights that he had. He was doing things where like he came off the screen. Okay, the defender kind of went over, played good defense, cut him off, throw it to man, like do a little like jab left, run, like loop around, kind of like like a like he watched some Curry highlights, basically. Like throw
Yeah.
the ball like Draymond, relocate, go find an opening, and then like, oh shit, I'm 6'7", I can shoot over anybody. If I have an inch of space, I'll be fine. If they don't cut him off, he was able to get to the hoop and make the play. If they did cut him off and maybe like man was rolling, hit him on the roll. Like I everything I saw from him was honestly very, very impressive. And like, though he is a different archetype than Reed, like you said, I could see where you're getting that. Like all of a sudden, like we get to the end of the year and we're like, oh shit, are we sure like Kon Knueppel's not a top 10 pick?
Yeah. Yeah. And his name's Kon,
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
we gotta point that out. Like it sounds like you know how I do that thing where I'm like, oh, we're not talking about this guy. It's obviously his name. I just throw like a random letter in front of it, like Schmeggery Schmadel.
Hmm.
That's kind of what they did with Kon Knueppel.
Can I do something you're going to hate?
Sure.
I'm calling him Lacan.
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 I hate that.
He's LeBron, but he's Lacan.
Can we call him Icon?
I love that. I'm not calling him Lacan anymore. That's our icon.
Yeah.
Car, you know what I love about you?
That I'm handsome?
You're reliable. I can count on you. Honestly, you remind me of Aaron Henry a little bit. Remember when, like, their back was against the wall, nothing was going right, and man just showed up every day. He didn't make excuses. There were no problems, there were just solutions.
Sounds like me.
That's you. And it also reminds me of Duncan Mechanical Solutions, because if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts that you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company that serves Northeast Indiana and Southern Michigan, whether it's heating and air conditioning, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Cart, remember when your basement almost exploded?
I remember when my basement almost exploded. I remember when my furnace itself was acting funny. I remember when my AC was acting funny. I wish I had Duncan in my back pocket. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been anywhere in northern Indiana or southern Michigan that hasn't been perfectly cool or perfectly warm, depending on when the day called for. And that's because of Duncan Mechanical Solutions. They are the presenting sponsor for the month of July. Shout out to Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to learn more.